Everybody, what's going on? So today in this video, as you could tell from the title and the thumbnail, we're going to be talking about a bunch of jigs. So I have a whole bunch of jigs. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. Well, no, I don't know. I'm not going to count. Take me too long. So a bunch of jigs. We got all kinds of different brands from Strike King, Lucky Strike, Arky, and a custom jig. We got 2 of the custom jigs, and we have the rest that I named off. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the Arky jigs. So we got a couple types of jigs here. We have 4 in all. They're all 3/8. We have 1 3/8 and the rest are quarters. We're going to go ahead and get the 3/8 jig out of the way first. So the 3/8 jig is in white. Arky brand. They're decent jigs. They're not like the greatest in the world, but they are pretty good jigs. I do use them sometimes. What I'll probably end up using this one for is most likely a swim jig until the skirt falls off. Then when the skirt falls off, I'll probably use it as a flipping head. But good little white round rubber jig right there. Pretty good bait. Something that I do with these is I will take some scissors, or like these here, and I'll cut down the weed guard a little bit. I'll have to get some scissors. Scissors are better to use with this. Tin snips are not exactly the best for cutting that stuff, but you can use whatever you want as long as you can cut it down just a little bit where it's not sticking up that much, you know. You can just cut it kind of like that right there. So that's something I'll do with this one. Then the rest of them are 1/4 ounce. We got one of my favorite colors right here. This color is brown and orange. That's all it says. So 1/4 ounce brown and orange jig. The skirt is quite thin, it looks like to me. Does not have a whole lot of skirt material. But like I said with the white jig, if the skirt falls off, I'll use the jig head as a flipping head with a flipping bait. Works very good for that. I've done it before, and I've caught a lot of fish using it. Next, from Arky, we have... Now, I have 2 of these, and I'm only going to show you guys one because I'm going to put the other one up here on my wall. You guys can see it there. Same thing as the one I got right here. They are black and blue jigs right there. 1/4 ounce as well. 1/4 ounce, 3/8, and half are pretty much the sizes that I throw. So we're going to go ahead and talk about these 2 custom jigs here. This one here is 1/2 ounce. This is 1/2 ounce with a 4/0 hook. Green pumpkin purple. Easily one of my favorite jig colors. Actually, it probably is my favorite jig color. Out of all of them, I really do like the green and purple. And then this one here, I don't really usually throw the 3/4 size jigs a whole lot, so I went ahead and bought one because I don't have any. I literally just don't have any 3/4 jigs. So I went ahead and bought one. It's got a 5/0 hook. And these are tungsten actually, so it's actually a little bit smaller. Usually if you're fishing a lead, the head will be a little bit bigger than that. But since they're tungsten, the heads are a little bit smaller. Also, we have these right here. These are Strike King Bitsy Flip. The Bitsy Flip are decent jigs. They're not like the greatest thing in the world or anything. The skirts are kind of stiff. Like you guys can see there, the skirt doesn't even fall. Like it's stiff. But with after time, you know, after you fish it a lot, after it gets wet and all that, it starts to get a little bit more loose. But something I like to do with these is to take the skirt off completely, which I'm going to do. I won't do it with this one, but I'll do it with the other one. But I like to take the skirt off of them and just use the head itself. Really good flipping head. This one here is a black and blue little mini flipping jig. So I had one of these without a skirt, just with the head. Just the head and the hook. And I hooked into a turtle, and the turtle bent up the hook, so I wasn't able to use it anymore. And I caught a ton of fish on this little head with a little finesse hog just like this one here. That's actually what I caught the turtle on, was a root beer colored finesse hog. So little great great little jig. Something that I'm going to be throwing this with a little bit to experiment a little bit, kind of make a finesse swim jig, kind of a little bit smaller swim jig for fishing in the spring. I'm going to take the Doc's Lure Company 2-inch swimmer, put it on the back of that little jig like that. I think that'll look really good. That there is the Junebug color swim bait on the back of a black and blue jig. Looks pretty good. I think it should probably catch fish. Slow roll it on the bottom. Should be pretty good bait. So next, the last jigs that I'm going to show you guys here are some Lucky Strike jigs. Now I do believe these are both 3/8. Yep, they're both 3/8. Probably one of my favorite football head jigs. Besides these ones right here. These ones here are really good. But these here are alright. They're good for the price. This is 3/8 ounce black and blue football jig. Got about a 3/0 hook in there. I like it. Good jigs. Now this color here, I've never used this color before, but it is a lot similar to the jig that I showed you a little bit ago with the green and purple. That's actually what the color is called, is green and purple. Now it's not as purple as the other jigs. I'll show a comparison here. This is my favorite green and purple, and this is the Lucky Strike version of green and purple. A little bit of a lighter green and more of a reddish purple on the Lucky Strike than this one here. But I do think that it should be alright. Something I do notice with this one compared to the black and blue is it has some longer skirt material. I'll cut it down. Usually I'll cut it down to where a good trailer will fit on these. But something that I'll throw with these, a couple trailers that I'll throw with these, the two main ones that I throw are either the Doc's Lure Company Finesse Hog or the Jungle Hog. They're both really good baits. If I'm throwing a finesse jig, I'll throw the Mud Bug. But for these type of football jigs like this, I'll probably end up throwing one of these on it. But if I'm also trying to imitate crawfish or bluegill, I'll throw a Gunner 3.5 on the back of it. This is black, blue, silver color right here. I think it has it has a little bit of green and a little bit of red in there as well. Great bait. Awesome on the black and blue. You guys can see that right there. Looks great on black and blue. Green pumpkin and black and blue are pretty much the only two swim bait colors besides white that I throw. I like them a lot. They are great baits for the back of jigs. So, hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hopefully here pretty soon, I'll be able to get out and do an in-depth episode. But right now it is raining and I don't want to get my camera wet. I am going to go out there, though, and try to throw a jig. Don't know what one I'm going to throw. Probably going to end up throwing this one just because I never have before. Either that one or probably the... Where'd it go? I just had it. Okay. Evidently, I have lost it. There it is, I think. Nope, it's the wrong size, but the same color. The green and pumpkin, green and purple. I'll probably throw one of the two green purples. Maybe a black and blue because it has been raining. Maybe the black and blue will look a little bit better. Who knows? I don't know. If I catch any fish, I'll make a short clip video and post it, hopefully. I tried to post a video last night. Or, well, it would be this morning. For you guys, it would be yesterday morning. But I tried to post a video, and for some stupid reason, it just wouldn't post. Like, the little blue arrow just wouldn't let me post it. So, I don't know. Hopefully, it'll be working tomorrow, which will be when you guys are watching this. So, thank you guys once again for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye.